Who would have thought Kuminga would officially submit a trade request to the Warriors front office? This breakup drama, simmering under the surface for half the season, has finally reached a boiling point. And over the course of these last 13 games, he was hit with a series of team suspensions. Is this a case of the Warriors organization holding him back? Or is Kuminga just phoning it in on the floor? We are diving deep into the truth in this video. This is no longer just an internal power struggle in Golden State. The specifics of a Kuminga trade package might involve third-party teams like the Lakers. Let us take it back to the offseason. Back then, Kuminga single-handedly stalled every roster move the Warriors tried to make. Eventually, the front office was left with no choice but to sign him to a 2-year extension. And that contract became officially trade-eligible on January 15th. Immediately after that, Kuminga went to management and demanded a way out. At the same time, the even bigger bombshell is the Lakers are seriously considering a move for him because, according to media reports, Rob Pelinka is desperate to pair him with Luka Doncic in the future. This means it is no longer just a player acting out emotionally, but a chain reaction that could shake up the entire league. And ESPN has stated directly that from the front office to the coaching staff, nearly everyone in the organization believes Kuminga will be gone before the trade deadline. They simply do not trust him anymore. Take the game against the defending champion Thunder, for example. With stars like Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler sidelined, this was supposed to be Kuminga's time to shine. Even Coach Kerr had promised him significant minutes before tip-off. But just 1 hour before the game started, Kuminga suddenly appeared on the injury report, citing lower body soreness as the reason for his absence. Perhaps from that very moment, questions about his injuries, legitimacy began to spread inside, leaving the Warriors management beyond frustrated. Several insiders believe Kuminga was not actually hurt at all. However, an anonymous Warriors player, when asked about the situation, actually took Kuminga's side for once, claiming that coaches simply do not believe in him. Even the team owner, who used to be his biggest supporter, has now completely changed his stance. This has brought the internal details of the draft choice back into the public eye. Looking back at the 2021 NBA draft, Steve Kerr urged the front office to pick Franz Wagner instead of Kuminga. The Warriors held the number 7 pick at the time, but they ignored Kerr's advice, allowing the Magic to snag Wagner at number 8. The mastermind who pushed management to draft Kuminga in the first place was none other than owner Joe Lacob. He was enamored with Kuminga's raw athleticism and his potential star quality, hoping he would become the next Andre Iguodala. But looking back, that decision looks less than professional, because strictly in terms of individual stats, the two players are now worlds apart. Wagner has thrived with the Magic, averaging a stellar 22.7 points per game, earning him a massive 5-year, $224 million max extension. Meanwhile, for Kuminga, this season, his overall shooting percentages have fallen to a career low, and he has been benched and suspended multiple times. But the blame for all of this does not fall entirely on Kuminga's shoulders. First, the current Warriors team is under immense pressure to win a championship now, so they naturally lack the patience to let him work through his mistakes. Secondly, Kuminga's own play has been inconsistent. Whether he is in the starting lineup or coming off the bench, he has struggled to meet the front office's expectations. Now that both sides have effectively burned their bridges, where will Kuminga head next? The first destination is the Los Angeles Lakers. According to multiple league insiders, Rob Pelinka is a huge fan of Kuminga and believes that in the future, he would fit perfectly in a system built around Luka Doncic. Aside from the general manager's personal admiration, there are several objective reasons why the Lakers are currently the primary suitor for Kuminga. Other potential landing spots like the Suns and Kings have cooled. The Suns are currently on a tear, even surpassing the Rockets, who traded for Kevin Durant. And the Kings are no longer willing to part with future firsts, effectively exiting the race. So the Lakers right now stand as the most attractive trade partner. Reports suggest that the Lakers might move Rui Hachimura, a versatile floor spacing forward. With his elite outside shooting efficiency this season, playing alongside Curry and Jimmy Butler would be a natural and seamless fit. Furthermore, Kuminga's role on the Lakers would be much better defined than it was in Golden State. Next to Luka, he would only need to focus on his strengths like cutting and finishing at the rim. This is exactly the kind of environment the Warriors failed to provide over the last 4 years. The media is also not ruling out a multi-team deal. According to Warriors beat reporters, the team has high interest in Kings wing, Keon Ellis. If they can facilitate a larger trade to land that young forward while shipping out Kuminga. However, that specific deal with the Kings might be tough to unlock. Then there is the biggest dark horse in this sweepstakes, the Dallas Mavericks. Sources indicate that the Mavericks have added Kuminga to their list of targets for their rebuild. After moving on from Nico Harrison and sending Luka to the Lakers, the team's primary goal right now is developing the #1 pick, Cooper Flagg. Kuminga is still only 23 years old, representing the high ceiling piece a rebuilding team needs. While Flagg draws the gravity of the defense, Kuminga can slash to the basket as an elite finisher. In this potential deal with the Mavericks, the Warriors could land Daniel Gafford and Klay Thompson, while Dallas receives Kuminga and Buddy Hield to balance the books. This trade would not only fix the Warriors' center issues, but also bring back their legendary sharpshooter. Meanwhile, the Mavs successfully shed veteran contracts for a young wing. To summarize what the Warriors really want right now are expiring player contracts to clear up significant cap space for the summer. And despite Kuminga's trade request, the Warriors have not promised anyone he will be moved by the deadline, because they believe waiting until summer might yield a better return. So for now, Golden State is in no rush to act, even if this situation stalls Kuminga's development for another year. To wrap things up, do you think they part ways now or wait until summer? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.